Hey guys, so in this vlog, this is me responding to the questions that you guys have sent out via the comment section, either in Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook as well. So as you all know, every time you send me a question, I'm gonna try to make videos and content off of that as well. So this is in response to the other video that I posted on Pag Ibig MP2 talking about how much would 300,000 pesos go if you invest it for a stretch period of time. Now, a lot of people ask also, how much do you need to put to get a million pesos? But here's an argument also that I'd like to pose to people. Anytime you invest something, especially if it's a fixed type of investment, meaning you put something and it will give you a fixed rate of return, there will come a point in time that it will actually hit a million pesos. It's not a question whether it hits a million pesos, but it's only a question of when. That's the difference between investing into something that's fixed, into something that gives you something of a guarantee versus something that's volatile, something that's variable, something that has the ability also that your money would be could go lower than the amount that you would actually place in. And that's the difference with so many videos that I posted in the stock market versus also Pag-Ibig's MP2. As you all know, when you invest in the stock market, you place a million pesos, your million pesos could drop to 800,000. You place your million pesos in Pag-Ibig MP2, it will never go lower than a million pesos as well. But the ability for it to move higher might be slower than the stock market. But again, the reason why this is so relevant right now is that because the market, as you all know, crashed a few weeks ago, and at a certain point in time there were better opportunities for Pag-Ibig MP2 as compared to going into direct stock investing. And again, the reason why I'm making this video also is that I have to realize, not as much as I want everyone to invest in the stock market, not everyone will be able to invest in the stock market as well. But this channel is here to give you more information about investing. This channel is here to give you more information so you can make the right decisions on your money. This channel is here so that you can also decide, what's a good investment or not for you. And for this video, we're just gonna focus on putting your money in Pag-Ibig MP2. How long will it take before it reaches 1 million pesos? Again, just a quick intro on what Pag-Ibig MP2 is. Every time you put your money in Pag-Ibig MP2, it puts your money into a fund where every time people would borrow money, to make it simple, your money will be used for people who want to borrow money for houses, and they pull that money every year, and a portion of that income they give out in form of dividends to a lot of people, or to everyone who invested in the fund. So as what I said in the previous videos, Pag-Ibig MP2, the return of that, the dividends of that should be I think 0.5% higher than what they would give in MP1. And Pag-Ibig MP2 should be better still than time deposits, should be better still than majority of the bonds out there. So to make it short, Pag-Ibig MP2 is fixed, safe, low risk, can compound your money, and it also will protect your capital as well. If you want to know more about that, I have an entire Pag-Ibig playlist. Just go, guys, to the playlist. Just go to my YouTube channel. Of course, you're watching this in YouTube, but just go to the playlist section and click Pag-Ibig, and all of the videos that I have placed under Pag-Ibig will be there. I think I have around, including this will be 20 videos already talking about the Pag-Ibig MP2 as well. So all of the other questions that are not covered here are there. And also, before I continue, guys, super appreciate it if you could subscribe. You could smash that bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing, about the stock market. I create daily videos, guys, with one goal in mind. I just want you guys to be educated as much as possible in the field of investing, whether it be the stock market, whether it be REITs, whether it be ETFs, whether it be bonds, whether it be uh, MP2, real estate, or starting your own business. That's the goal and the heart of this channel, is to give you as much information as possible so you can decide, so you can have the right information, so you can win as well. Anyways, let's continue. So how do you get to a million pesos just by investing into Pag-Ibig's MP2? Please do note also, no, the reason why we're doing this is when you go into the Pag-Ibig MP2 route, you're not being entrepreneurial, you're not being a risk taker, you're not taking a lot of volatility. You are playing it safe. And I believe there are a lot of people also who do not want volatility. There are a lot of people also who want to be a bit safe in terms of their investment. So if that fits you, then this video is for you. By the way, as we start doing the computations, please do remember that these are all simulations, meaning there could be changes in this. This is not exactly how it will go, but this is just so you have a snapshot of how it will look. This is just so you have at least an inkling of how it could of how your money could possibly go over X number of years invested in the Pag-Ibig MP2. Then later on at the end of this video, I'm gonna do a recap of how this becomes so effective and how the pros of this type of approach as well. Anyways, another thing that I'd like to mention also is that aside from this being simulations, I mentioned on the top of the video that what Pag-Ibig MP2 is giving is dividends. So as you all know, dividends are connected to the income of the company. Dividends are connected to the amount of money that they can give out as loans. So if, for example, we are in an era where there's a pandemic, there might be a lot of people who might not be getting houses. There might be a lot of people who may not pay their loans, meaning the income of Pag-Ibig may not be as high. So meaning it may affect also dividends at a specific period of time as well. So that being said, I want to show you also the dividends of Pag-Ibig from 2012 to 2019. As I've posted this in different videos, but so you see it also here in this video, you will also see that it's not the same every year. From 2012 to 2014, it was below 5%. 2015 was 5.34%. Then from 2016 to 2019, it was above 7% as well. So you can at least get a snapshot of how it it will be. And if there's one thing that I'd like you to get is the dividends would always change per year. So again, it depends on the performance of Pag-Ibig. It depends on how many people also would take out loans as well. So what I did also for the benefit of everyone who's watching is I created 3 case studies for this video, meaning if a person would place 15,000 pesos per month, how long would it take before that money would be a million pesos? Then if someone would place 5,000 pesos per month, how long would it take before that would hit a million pesos? And if someone placed 500 pesos per month, how much would it take uh, before it becomes a million pesos as well? So that's how it goes. That's how it is. That's how you get to add everything over and over and over again. So 500 pesos. One of the things that I've mentioned also is that it's 500 pesos because 500 is the minimum. Also, if you invest in the you invest in Pag-Ibig MP2, you only need 500 pesos to start. So can you place more than 15,000 pesos? Yes, you can. But if you want me to make a video again also of something that is more specific, if you want me to create a video again of something that if you want to place a larger amount of capital, then we can do another video on top of that. But this video is basically number one. If you're a person who can put 500 pesos a month, you are a person who can place 5,000 pesos a month, and you are a person who can place 15,000 pesos a month. So 5,000 pesos a month is roughly 6,000 pesos a year. 5,000 pesos a month is roughly 60,000 pesos a year, and 15,000 pesos a month is roughly 180,000 pesos a year in certain aspects. And please do note, this is us creating creating you putting in money on a regular basis. This is not a one-time big time scenario that you place one amount and then you just hold it. This is you putting it on a monthly basis. And then I forgot to mention this also. Pag-Ibig, as you all know, is only has a 5-year tenure. Since it has only a 5-year tenure, it actually means that after 5 years, you need to open another one and transfer the funds there. So that's how it works. No, it's not automatic. So for some examples here that may go on more than 5 years, it actually means that you have to leave after the 5-year plan. You have to take out the money and open another one so that it restarts again. So there. And then the conditions for this study that I'm making is that number one, it's the same amount of money placed per year. Meaning, if you say you're gonna place 15,000 pesos per month, until the end of the tenure, you're putting 15,000 pesos until the end of the tenure. If you're putting 5,000, if you say you're putting 5,000 pesos, you won't put in less, you won't put in more. It will always be 5,000 pesos, the same way as 500 pesos a month. What you commit to, you will put the same amount of money per month and per year as well. Another condition for this is that once you place in the money, it should not be removed. It should not be, you cannot withdraw it, but you will just stick to the plan put in money. The money that you put, you will not take out, and you will continue to just put in money on a regular basis. And part of this condition, part of this computation also is that, of course, you're going to earn dividends. And the thing about that is, once you start earning dividends, the dividends you do not take out, the dividends you just reinvest. So again, for these conditions to be valid, the amount of money placed is the same per year. You're not putting more, you're not putting less. The amount invested should not be touched, or it should not be removed. It should just remain there. And lastly, the dividends should always be reinvested so that it becomes big. And I've created many videos about this. Is that do not touch your earnings. Just keep on putting it back. Your goal is to make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Make your volume bigger as well. That being said, since Pag-Ibig MP2 is over a 5-year period, what I'm gonna use for my computations is basically this: 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, and 2015. So 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, we're gonna use this 5 years, and then we're gonna put it first 5 years, 5.34, second year, 7.43, third year, 8.11, fourth year, 7.41, fifth year, 7.23, then we restart it again. So, ganon. We're just I could have made an example also. It's flat 7%, but I wanted to base it also on actual dividends from the past. So at least it factors in the 5% on 2015, and it factors in a really good year, 2017, where it gave 8.11, then the other years where it was 7 plus percent. Again, please do note that since these are dividends, these are past performance, they do not indicate that this will be the dividends in the future. So if Pag-Ibig MP2 gives a higher dividend yield in the next years than this, that means the amounts that you would get would be higher. But if the dividend yield also would be lower, then it would also greatly affect the amount of money that you would also get as well. So the entire video is predicated on this 5 dividend yields that the company had as well. So let's start. For 500 pesos a month or 6,000 pesos a year, this is how it goes. You will see if you start at year 2020, the contribution per year would exactly be 6,000 pesos. But please remember this: every time money comes your way, you just keep adding, just keep piling, just keep adding, just keep piling, just keep adding, and just keep piling. By the time you hit 2038, the money that you have already is 244,000 pesos, as what I've mentioned. Also, again, these are the yields. Then when it hits here, the only time it hits a million pesos will be at 2056. If you add all of this together, it's basically 37 years of you compounding that money. It's 37 years of you letting it go up and letting it get big for you. So it's quite long, no? Total of 37 years for to hit a million pesos is quite long. But here's the thing: you just started with 500 pesos, and if you started with 500 pesos, again, it's not as significant. That's why I've been saying this in a lot of videos that so there, as you can see, one of the things that I've been saying over and over, you can still hit a million, but even if you hit a million, it's also a steady process of you trying to do it, and you hitting it and trying to do it for 37 years. This just shows you also that you don't need a lot of money to be able to hit a certain amount. It could be also you starting small and just being faithful with that and just do it over and over. I try to do a chart for this. As you can see here, that it starts to scale up, it starts to escalate, it starts to go up, it starts to get bigger, it starts to move faster also a few years after, at least I think 2/3 of the way already. Why? It's already compounding, working for you. Meaning, even if you start small, but because you did it faithfully for a very long period of time, the principal that you placed in plus the interest that the dividends that you earn, it compounding and piling up together, it makes your base big, and that's why it becomes faster in the latter part of it. So one of the things that I like to point out, if you're starting small, what you need is patience. If you're starting small, what you need is to set a specific amount of time. And if you're young, you could actually do this. So one of the things that you could get from all of this also is that the older you get, it actually means that, hey, You cannot you cannot be passive in just putting in money. The older you get, you need to put in more, because if you're risk averse, the before it hits a larger amount of money, it will take a lot of time also. And if you are a bit older already, you cannot wait for 37 years anymore to be able to do it. Then that means that, hey, it must come to a point where you need to actually set aside a lot of time and patience for it as well. So again, if you're starting small, it will take 37 years, given the current conditions, given the current rates that I've given you, for it to hit ₱1 million. Now, let's look at the 5,000 peso per month mark. If you do it at 5,000 pesos, given the same rates, it will just take, if you start at 2020, by the time 2030 hits, 5,000 pesos, by the way, per month is 60,000 pesos per year. You're already putting massively more than the first one. And if that's why I've been telling a lot of people to put a lot of money into savings and to investments early on, because the effect of putting a larger amount of money later on will help you get to a bigger amount at a much faster period of time. So you see the difference. For 500 pesos, it takes you 37 years, but for 5,000 pesos, it takes 11 years. And I know 500 to 5,000 is quite a big jump, but one thing that you can do is, if you have a bonus, you have a 13-month pay, you have extra commissions, you try to put that in, you try to invest that in, so that as you try to put it in and then try to invest that, that allows you to start to make it grow. As it allows you to start and it grows for you, that's your leverage also. That's what will make it bigger as well. So there might be, if you're starting out also there and you want to scale it up faster, you want to have a larger amount of money faster, the best way to do it also is simplify your lifestyle. Yeah. So there. The name of the game is you deploying a lot of time or a lot of money, because I guess if you can make a rule for this, no, the more money you put, it takes a shorter amount of time for you to hit that goal. Thus, provided that you're comparing the same rates of return, lesser money you make, you will still hit that goal, but may take a longer period of time. So 5,000 pesos per month is 11 years as well. Lastly, let's look at 15,000 pesos per month, or putting in 100,000, 180,000 pesos per year in all of this. So again, if you're single and you have a lot of disposable income, or if you're earning a lot already, I highly suggest that you put as much as you can, you save as much as you can, because it's never about, in most cases, it's never about how big a percentage that you get, but it's always about also how big of a volume that you put, that you deploy right there, and you'll see it very, very quick. If you put in 15,000 pesos, you will see that in 5 years, you will be able to hit your goal and even more than that as well. So, again, 37 years for 500 pesos a month. For 5,000 pesos a month, it's 11 years. And if you start with 15,000 pesos, it will only take 5 years for you to be able to hit your goal as well. So if there's any key takeaway that I would like you to get for this video is, number one, there's power in time. Never despise small beginnings. It doesn't matter where you start with. What's more important is you start, and let time compound your money for you. Let time make your money grow. Let time make it grow bigger, faster, stronger for you guys as well. So again, if you don't have the capital, the greatest thing that you could ever do is have time in your hand. So if you're young, start early, because if you start early, it allows time to make your money grow. If you, again, that's point number two, if you have little cash, you just start early. So one and two are highly connected. Number three, you can hit ₱1 million even if you don't do the stock market. It's just about patience. It's just about, again, like what I said at the start, putting a specific amount of money, adding more into it, not touching it, not taking it out, reinvesting whatever you earn. And sometimes that's the hardest part in everything. We all want, when we earn, we take it out. We all want that we just put one time and then let it grow magically for us. But it doesn't work that way. The secret for you to make money over the long term is put a specific amount, let it grow, whatever it's grown into, reinvest it back in, and never touch everything. Just let it just keep on growing. And that requires discipline, and a lot of people don't want discipline. A lot of people don't want the rudiments. A lot of people don't want the process. A lot of people just want things, just want the easy way out. A lot of people want shortcuts. So number four is this: the secret really is you put in as much as you can, and that's how you can make your money grow. Every time you have extra, you put. Every time you have money, you put. You get promoted, you put. You get in more money, you put. You get bonuses, you put. You put in as much as you can. You prioritize your goal first. You prioritize your goal for financial freedom first. And I placed a 1 million pesos here, but it could be more. It could be a larger amount of money. It could be 10 million pesos. It could be 50 million pesos. It could be 100 million pesos. But you set a target and work your way towards a target. You set a target and you push hard for that to get hit as well. So I hope you guys got a lot from all of this. I hope that you guys got something, you learned something from this video. We are in the 20-minute mark. I hope that you guys stayed up until this part. But this just shows you know na even if you invest in Pag-Ibig MP2, something that's boring, something that's not moving so fast, but it still gives you the ability to make money over the long term as well. If you guys want to watch a couple of videos after this, you can watch Ramon Bautista's video. He shared his stories. He shared his money tips on how he became rich. Or you could also check this video with Dr. Alvin Ang. He talks about is the Philippine economy in trouble. He's one of the best economists here in the country. He's going to talk about the Philippine recession. Then you can also look at this. It's with Efren Cruz. He talked about the market hitting the bottom already. He's a 30 plus year veteran in the stock market. Then you have Christian Bautista, singer. He also talked about earning money from real estate foreclosures. Then we have a stock market analyst here talking about his strategies on how you can tranche your way to earn money. So all of that, they're all new videos posted just in the past week or so. I hope you get to watch them. And then there's also another Pag-Ibig MP2 video as well. And again, guys, if you get value from all of this, super appreciate it if you guys can subscribe. But I also have a second channel. It's called Stock Investing Made Easy. That's where all the cartoons are, all the infographics are. Super appreciated if you can subscribe. That's super new palang. It has over less than 1,000 subscribers. And if you want to learn more via my books, they're all available via Shopee and my online store. I have links in the description below on how you can order it. It can be delivered also to any part of the world. And for those who want to learn via online classes, I have an online class with Chinkitan. It's called Stock Market for Everyone. Link is in the description below, along with another course with Sean Si. It's called Make Money, Grow Money. It's another online course also about entrepreneurship and investing and business as well. So there. I hope you guys got a lot from all of this. I hope that you guys learned a lot. Just leave your comments below and I'll try to make videos on top of your comment. If you guys enjoy this, I would super appreciate it if you could put a thumbs up in this video. And there, I hope that you just like it, share it, so that more and more Filipinos get to know more about investing, that we get to see a different set of Filipinos become financially free as well. So I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.